Hi, thank you for joining us, and for those of you coming back again, welcome back to our conversations on entrepreneurship. Today I want to talk to you about how to start and where to start if you're thinking of going into business. I've gone to a lot of forums, received a lot of emails, and people are always like, Waceke, where do I actually start? And I was there, so I understand what you are talking about. So let me give you my insights based on my own experience. I was working for a bank and mostly in the investment section. So I knew I wanted to get into business, but I didn't know what. So I just did what I know how to do, which was help people make investment decisions. So I started a business on the side at first. So I didn't leave my job. And my advice to you, if you're in that space where you don't know exactly what it is, test it out. Don't leave your job if you're working. Test it out on the side. So that's what I started doing, and helping a few individuals manage their portfolios on the stock market. Now it got to a time where I realized that I had 3 to 5 clients and I needed more time. Otherwise, these few clients I had would get disappointed. And I knew if I was doing this in 2 hours, what would be the impact if I spent 8 hours a day doing that? And that became my decision to leave. So I went there with what I know and started helping people on a full-time basis manage shares on the stock market under my own business. It was called a stockbroking agency. Now, from that is where the interesting thing happens. And that's why I'm a big fan of telling people, get onto the bus, because once you're in the bus, you start seeing things differently. My conversations were how I got exposed and how I got my aha moment. As I was helping them with shares, they would ask me, what about planning money? This is school fees. And I was also going through my own personal financial struggles. So the aha moment came that the opportunity and the problem to be solved out there is actually helping people with their personal finances. So wherever you are, please start, because once you're there, you will have different conversations. You will be exposed to something different that will never happen if you had not started. And like me, that's when the aha moment came and I knew this is actually what I want to do. Then look for business. Yeah, so I had the aha moment. So I needed to now say, I want to go teach people about money, but how does it all come together? I needed to put together a product. And many people have asked me, but how do I make this into a product or service? Honestly, it's a write-up. For me, the product was a write-up. Based on the conversations I've had with people, what are the areas that they want to learn? That became the write-up, the 1 or 2 pages that we started sending out to corporates. How did I find the clients? It was my immediate network. Who do I know? Who works where? What can I do? How can I call them? What networking organizations can I get into? So and so is having an event. Can I get myself there to start talking to people? So you start talking to people as much as you can. Through that, talking to people and your customers as well, you continue innovating. Yeah, you say, okay, I started with this product, but I think there are various ways it can change. And for many of you, the business you start out with or the product you start out with may transition or may completely change into something else. It doesn't mean you have failed. And you'll find those things that I have said. First, start with what you know. Number 2, get yourself exposed, whether it's through conversations with people, conversations with your clients, get that exposure. Make sure you have a product or service, and then keep reinventing. Is a cycle that even if your business is 10 years old, you will still have to go on. Even businesses that are 10 go through the same cycle. What do we know? Who do we talk to? How can we improve? And you continue that cycle. Remember, where you start is not where you finish. So just take that leap of faith. Pray. I prayed a lot. And go out there and do what you know is in your heart to start doing. Thank you very much. Join us next week.